Curling, a game of transformation. It turns sliding and sweeping into smiling and friendships. It turns cold winter nights into warm winter memories. It turns Albertans into national and world champions. And from east to west, curling transforms communities.
You know, these community curling clubs mean a lot. It's a building that's very important to small communities and large ones. It's a thread of the neighborhood, I think, that's really important.
We always laugh that, or make the joke that every small town in the country's got three things: a hockey rink, a curling rink, and a Chinese food restaurant. And curling's a big part of the culture.
Curling's a great community sport too. It brings the communities together. Every little small town has a curling club, and that's where people went for banquets and meetings, and where kids, you know, rink rats like myself, growing up in a curling club, watching your mom and dad play. It's just such an important part of a small community.
It is a community center. It's a place for social activities. Weddings can be used for anything, you know, parties of all sorts and celebrations, yeah.
A curling club draws upon so many people of all ages, all sizes, all shapes, and all abilities. Whether you're playing recreationally, competitively, or at an elite level, whether you're a fan in the stands watching, I think we appreciate curling because curling is our Canadian game.
A member of the Northern Alberta Curling Association, the Sylvan Lake Curling Club is a perfect example of how these people and these places become hubs of community activity.
We're just a community-based organization and helping out as best we can wherever we can. The Chamber of Commerce, quilting groups, dog shows, trade shows, vendor shows of crafts, dog training, rollerblades, inline rollerblades, roller derby. My goodness, we've had ball, we've had golf.
If we didn't have the curling rink, I'm not sure where we would actually have our show, because we'll show 80 to 100 quilts, and that takes space.
Then there's curling. Sylvan Lake Curling Club is one of the best when it comes to passing the game on to the next generation. Volunteers have even helped develop a training program for elementary schools in the area to introduce young students to the game.
The program we do over 6 weeks. The kids play a bunch of games after they've learned the basic skills, from sweeping to tossing the rock and in turns and out turns. You know, they learn about how to scorekeep properly and the house, and how to, you know, keep track of points and things like that. So it goes from the skills to the games, which I think is a great combination for the kids.
My dad's side of the family, his family plays all the time in the winter, so it's just fun for us to get the experience of how they're having so much fun.
Yeah, you look at some of the young players right now in Alberta with the success we've had, you know, with the junior curlers over the last number of years. You know, a big part of that has to do with the fact that the smaller communities are hosting big events.
I started watching the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, and I just kind of wanted to try it. I watched it on TV, and then 2 years ago I went to it live.
The Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts, and she's seen what happened here in Sylvan and decided that she wanted to curl. So here we are every year since.
Yes, that's how I learned. There was the school program, and then there was of course a junior program.
When those kids that you're talking about, the ones that are probably in grade 8 now, when they get to grade 11, 12, and just out of school, they're going to be your Alberta champions.
There's a lot of work ahead for those who want to ensure curling continues to thrive here. The building has to be replaced. Bold plans will see the Sylvan Lake Curling Club transformed into a state-of-the-art multi-purpose facility that will serve Sylvan Lake for decades.
It's near the end of its lifespan, and so we have to do whatever we can to keep it going. If they can get it so it's the plan that they want, it would be a tremendous asset to the community. It's going to take a lot of hard work, though.
The ice surface, we do want multi-purpose. We do have strong interest in various groups that would like to use it on the weekends when we're not busy, during our curling season. And the plan is to have a covering for the ice to accommodate all that.
going to be a hub of activity, whether it's World Curling Tour events for the men's or the women's, or provincial championships, or curling clinics. It really is a big investment into the future of the community, and it's something that when you're looking at where you're going to put your support behind it, it's a great place to do it.
Just having that hub center for a small town community is so important, especially for the youth. Investing
by the community in curling brings a lot of events. It brings a lot of people to the community, and showcase events like Sylvan Lake has been able to have.
When you develop those facilities in smaller communities, from there, those people reach out, and before you know it, right in our own province, we've got champions.
I love it for her. It's something that she enjoys. It's something that she can get away and do, and it's a good stress reliever for her and makes her think outside of her regular day.
It's been extraordinary. It's the only sport that I know of that the kids can do for $100 a season, and all they require is a clean pair of running shoes. All the instructions provided, they have lots of support, there's fun tournaments, bonspiels that they can go to. It's been great, and it's one of those sports that they can carry with them for their whole life.
Play on a men's team, played on a mixed team last year, played a few bonspiels. It's tons of fun, great way to stay in shape in the winter. Have a beer with the guys after curling, whatever it is, but it's fun. For him, it's $175 for the whole year, and he gets a jacket, and he gets to play in a spiel. I can barely register him for hockey for that. Never mind get all his equipment.
I'm not sure what they're doing right, but they're doing a lot of things right. So to build a new club in that area, in that town, makes a lot of sense to me.